Hey guys, what's going on? Just getting ready for the ride here. We're all having a fantastic day. So this is the Black Friday ride. Just don't mind me, I am just getting on socials here to tweet this out. So we're doing the old Black Friday ride. Warmed up slowly. All right. Now we got all that out of the way. Going for a casual pedal. Got some big mouth going on the old TV here. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Oh, I got some He-Man to watch too if I want. And Cowboy Bebop. Got some good stuff going on, so we're gonna pedal for as long as we can here. We're just adding into the Rapha Black Friday ride, adding our miles in there. We're looking to do 1 million miles collectively. $150,000 going to World Relief. There is a link in the description below if you want to donate to that fund, which is super cool. But we're just gonna put in our miles. That's basically what it's gonna do, and we're gonna watch some Big Mouth and all that kind of stuff. Maybe some Masters of the Universe. Who knows? But yeah, that's our Black Friday. This is going to be our shopping. I have spent $0 today. I don't know about you. I don't know what you've gone out and purchased. If you've gone out and purchased anything. So yeah, if you picked anything up for Black Friday, let me know. And like I said, we're just gonna do a somewhat light push here. Like, I'm not gonna go fast. For those of you who watched the race yesterday, greatly appreciate that. I still actually have not gone and seen how we fared in the overall results. I don't think fairly well. We didn't have a full squad. A couple of guys had just got their COVID shots, so they obviously not feeling the best. So it wasn't the best outing in the world. So I'm wearing the Rapha Pro training bibs. I mean, if you're gonna do a Rapha ride, you might as well do it in Rapha style, right? So that's what we're doing. If you do drop in, please do throw the video a thumbs up. And even if you're just lurking, just let me know in the chat. Chat messages obviously help as well. Anything during the live stream. So, like I said, we're just going to add into the collective miles for Rapha, for the World Relief Fund. Again, you know, just doing the part. And as I said, there is a link below. You can donate through that link, and it'll explain all the Rapha stuff as well. You know, I just think it's a good cause. It's you know, There's a lot of cycling brands out there today. Oh, hey, it was one of the guys from DW3 zooming by. So as I was saying, you know, a lot of cycling companies kind of doing their parts today. I know that Epidura was doing basically our day ride, going out, cleaning up trails and stuff. So that's super cool to see, sort of progressively, those things. So we're just going to be here for a while. I'm going to share that to a Facebook group. Do, do, do. And if you want to come ride, we're obviously on Fugo Flats. And you can see my username there. So if you're looking to find me, that's how you find me.
Devin and Levon are having a New Year's Eve party tonight.
Oh, New Year. When the ball drops, you better find someone that hits your balls and they drop it to their house.
I don't know if you guys have watched Big Mouth. It's pretty hilarious.
New Year's Eve party as we renew our vows to the year ahead. Rock Pie, of course.
Do you think that little shit is going to be there? Because if he is, that party is going to turn into a fucking humor, brother.
I was this close to touching a real-life boob and Nick Room.
You should go to that bastard's house and give him a piece of your mind.
Oh, you're right. Sure. I'm gonna go let him have it. Marty Clyburn style.
Yes, as for a refund on your friendship,
No one fucks with Andrew, baby.
you're a man with a dick of steel and a gun for an ass. Go get him!
I don't want to show up at a shitty New Year's Eve party with a stone broken ladder, not to mention your cats smells like a pile of hot air. This is all your fault, Walter.
Switch here for a second because I'm not sure what wheels I have on this bike. Yesterday's TTT was a climb thing, so think I did put the big wheels in. Oh. Yeah, there goes the group. you do jump in the chat, just drop me a message in there. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what's going on. Say hello. It's a great show. So I'm curious what you guys would think if I added the likes and who did it to the stream. Oh, that's Bandit barking away. Or maybe I should get some tunes going.
What the fuck is that? I know you don't want to talk to me. Or someone else might know how you feel. Hey, girl, we are not under a hang up. No, who else you want to fix like what are you doing? What's wrong with that? Fuck down like roll away. No, actually been feeling bad about how things went down on Thanksgiving. How about that? And Uncle Tyler said you've been pulled up in your grandma grave, kissing and jars and shit. You don't look you okay? Why do you care about me? You sound amazing. Why'd you fuck this? I'm sorry. As funny as that was, you didn't prepare. Yeah, I did. Come here. Let me help you with your hair. Yes, please. Mom, thank you. This piece of shit can't help you. She's a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit. She's queens up. She's a favorite in the whole family. She has cool music and cool snacks. Oh, yeah, she's my cousin. Oh, help with her. No, I want her. I want your help. Okay. Where are you going? Where are you? How?
Oh, hell. Whole show? Oh, hello on Broadway? Huh. Bingo. Hello? Hey! Yeah, come in! Yeah, come on in! Look at you! Little me! Great! What the fuck? Who are you? And why do you look like so... I'm not a Nick Cole creator, big enough, but I guess like grown up real life you. Very strange. Oh yeah, I know. It's very tasty. But right now, we're gonna cut to the next scene. Next, interior Jay's pants guard. Jay has a pants guard? That sounds fun. Holy shit, Maury, this is insane.
I know, and why does Jay have a baby on board? Sorry, is there a baby under the pants?
Hey, what's going on, Trevor? Good to see you, man. It's new and exciting. Just putting in the miles with this collaborative 100 or 1 million kilometer ride today. How are things? How are the drones going? Oh, I'm gonna get past lots. I raced yesterday, my legs are toast. And 30 kilometers an hour is probably all I'm gonna go. Don't want to put out too much of an effort kind of thing. But I still got to get my the work in that I had promised I would get done, so here I am. Drones are good, batteries need to be replaced. Still doing nice, nice. Do any shopping this Black Friday? Get any new drone stuff? I spent a grand total of $0 today. Ooh. Yeah, drones keep on getting better and better and better. I mean, it's insane the advancements that they make. I'm really hoping to see some good cinematic drones under that magical 250 grams combined with like those DJI goggles. I think if DJI did a little drone that worked with those things that had a decent camera, I think that would be me in for sure. Because I like a lot of those shots that people can go, but I know it takes a lot of time. Like I said, I practice on the PlayStation, but I imagine it costs a lot to replace props and drones if you crash them all the time. This is my first half hour down. No shopping. Hate all the push-hitting marketing time. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's true, man. Like, you definitely see who's got your email address, that's for sure today. Yeah, drones are getting so cool. Lots of DJI equals dollars. Let me show you some cool drones. Yeah, it's... Like I said, I would love to get some cinematic shots, you know, a little more rapid, a little more turn-based than the, you know, the standard cinema drone. The DJI VTX and the camera, and the goggles, and then the radio, yeah. Yeah, it gets expensive fast. Gets expensive fast. But it's crazy how much they've advanced because, you know, if you think about what DJI started out with, and they didn't even make their own cameras, they were utilizing GoPros. It's come a long, long way. Effective setups, but instead DJI, he'll carry a GoPro 10, lots of Insta360 peanut. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that little Insta cam. Probably a decent cam actually, like you said, to mount on a drone for sure. And you're right, a lot cheaper putting those guys together. What are you flying these days? What's your setup going as? Whew. I also saw you were out panning for gold with Jerry in the summer. Caught you in the vlogs, Cinewhoops. Yeah. Yeah, I watch a fair amount of YouTube videos on the Cinewhoops and stuff. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. You know, like I said, the big thing I think for me is being legal under that 249 grams, not having to register, deal with all the cars and stuff like that with aviation. Even though I do have my drone license, I'd just rather not deal with the hassle, to be honest. Keep it simple. Flywoo Explorer LR long range, Japalura 3-inch, Flywoo Firefly Hex Nano. For sure, man, for sure. I think that's the game these days, is to avoid all the hassles. Whew. Definitely feel the race in my legs from yesterday. Whew. And yesterday's race was hilly loop, so there was 3 climbs, 3 laps. Just kind of took it out of my legs, and I think my recovery score, I'm only supposed to be, I don't know if you guys can see that, is like 4.7. I should be doing a recovery, which I really kind of am. Just I'm probably going to go longer than I should today. Yeah, planning with Jerry the only time this year for starters. Try an all-one kit. An analog, but around 300 Canadian. Yeah, 300's not terrible. It's not going to break the bank. That's for sure. And I appreciate the thumbs ups, guys, and the support. And it is awesome as we give our little contribution to the 1 million miles for this World Relief Fund. As I mentioned before, link is down below for that. You can check that out. Rapha will be donating, if we hit that 1 million miles, $150,000 to World Relief. So that's why we're here. It'll sell fast if it's not your thing. For sure, yeah, that's good. I tend to keep my stuff. I keep most of my gear. I'm more likely to crash it and break it. All right, time for fuel. What's the vote, guys? We got cola or salted watermelon. Let me know what I should down here. We got on Netflix. You know what? I'm gonna pop on some old Seinfeld.
I'll tell you what, I'll choose you for it. Straight shoes, 3 tight zip, no dispute. That's it, number 3.
Alter a bit there. I gotta remember to use these power-ups as well. Doesn't really matter where I do it. This gets me faster for a second. Whew. A whole 32 kilometers an hour. And we'll drop down below 30 again here. I'm gonna set up this stream a little better as well, instead of me just kind of cycling, talking a bit, cycling, talking a bit. But of course I want to thank Endure, who make some great socks. They do have Black Friday going on, I should mention that as well. And always thankful for their support, both of the channel and cycling and all that kind of good stuff. Whew. And if you check out my sock video, there is a discount code there for anybody happens to want to pick up some good performance socks. Just trying to find a bit of a different position on the seat here. In the next few days I'll be picking up probably an adaptive saddle. Hopefully that will make it a little more comfortable. But we shall see. Spot Grinder is on at 7. His live show on Patreon FPV freestyle vids. Nice. I should drop that on in 15 minutes here. Give me something to watch while I grind out these miles. Anything to kind of keep me distracted. Thing is the worst thing about indoor miles is it's just you're so static on the seat. As a different looking kind of guy, laugh out, grind away, yeah. We will continue to grind. That's for sure. The nice thing about something like this is that it's my own pace. This is pretty light, like I said. My legs are already trash. It's not like a race where I have to be worried about people passing me and staying with the group, or even with like the Zwift Racing League, you know, going out there having to do my job kind of thing. Which is the lead out guy for sprinters. So basically pulling them so they can go do their thing and win the sprints. Got the truck power up, so I gotta find myself somebody going about my speed to utilize this. Yeah, we're already 20K in, that's not bad. It'd be all the way from the north here to downtown Calgary and beyond a bit already. Let's close this gap for a minute. Sit in this guy's draft. I stop pedaling. Now I'll utilize most of it. Whew.
Most men like working on tools, projects, fixing things, this is what this is for. Have you ever noticed if a guy got the driveway working on some of the tools, now all the other men didn't make a little nothing wrong with this activity? They just come wandering out of the house like zombies. Man, it's true. Men hear a drill, you think a dog with it.
All right. Gonna down the watermelon. Cheers. Well, it actually smells not bad. Weird. Almost tastes like cantaloupe. Not the worst flavor, not the best. And there goes the group the other way. At some point they're going to catch me. I should almost do the TT bike. You know what? I'm going to try that for a bit and switch it up. Switch the frame. There can be hundreds, there can be thousands of people online. I think there is, well, there's 2,100 in the area that I'm in, and this map is much bigger. I'm just doing a single loop. So I'm doing a I'm staying out of the hills. It's just a flat course. That's why you see me do the turnaround. So there can be thousands. Like, I think within the larger Watopia map, I think there was like 8,000 people riding. So it's a fair few. The ZRL races, so that's the Zwift Race League, put on by the WTRL, which does all the scoring. It's UCI sanctioned, so you'll have professional teams down to old dudes like me in the master class racing. But within our particular group and segment, you know, the races, there'd be 100 and 150 on course. So it gets crazy. And there's eight people per team is the max. So yeah, we did all right. Season 1 ZRL, we came in 5th overall. So the jersey there, Dirt, that's the team that I ride for. There's a lot of teams that I would say aren't as organized and obviously don't have in-game shirts, but they're the team that I ride for. We had 2 teams in our zone / group, and we placed 5th overall, mainly because of our TTT riding. There's 2 team time trial races within a season out of 8 races. First one, I think we placed 3rd. Second one, we were 5th. I thought we would have placed higher, but we didn't. But a lot of the teams that were strong, with strong individuals, didn't have great team dynamics. So 5th place wasn't bad. Like I said, you know, it's a wide variety of stuff. There's a lot of hill climbs, like big mountain climbs, which of course I am not built for whatsoever. That's for little dudes that weigh, you know, 150 pounds. I'm a flat ground, you know, sprint fast kind of thing, you know. Start hitting those, you know, 50-odd km/h sprints kind of thing. But again, my job is just strictly lead out, because there's guys that are faster than me, so I'll lead, they'll sit in my draft, you know, I will go break the wind for them, they'll come in behind, and then they'll just, you know, sort of power over me and get, you know, a fast time through the sprint segments. So we did really well with that. I think out of all the teams, we had 46 sprint points, which was more than anybody else. I think I came 3rd in sprints in 2 races, so not bad, you know, not bad at all. It just lots of work, makes you work hard, get your sweat on, spend a lot of time on the trainer, a lot of time doing outside rides. It's doing a lot of work. And I mean, this is all injury recovery for me anyways, because, you know, I had my accident, what, 6 years ago now, 7 years ago now, so finally had my hip thing 2 years ago, started riding the bike again, so it's all been recovery. So it's been not bad, not a bad go. I mean, I'm definitely not a young buck anymore, being in my 50s and stuff, so takes way too long to recover and heal and all that kind of stuff. But you know, we'll get there. It just won't be like when I was 20. I don't know if this TT bike's made any difference whatsoever. Yeah, no, we definitely don't heal as fast, man. That is so true. So very true. We're still only doing about 30K. I don't think the bike's making that big of a difference. Not at this low speed anyways. Now let's see if we put a little power down what that does. All right, enjoy the stream, dude. Thanks for dropping in, thanks for chatting, keeping me a little occupied. Appreciate it a lot, man. We'll catch you later. Enjoy the drones. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Thanks for dropping in. You caught me on a non-race night now, so I can at least talk. How are things going? Yeah, check him out. You'll see what I mean, different cat. I will do, man, I will do. I'll try to get him on the big screen here. GTSY. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not big on acronyms and stuff. It's my old age. I'm not that hip. So hopefully you're doing well. Saw a lot of your videos from the summer, saw the cool, oh, good to see you. Makes sense now that you write it out. Saw a lot of your drone footage from the summer. Pretty cool. Actually, Trevor, who was just here, Captain Calgary, is big into micro drones. 46 and doing well. To be in the 40s again, that would be awesome. I miss my 40s. It seemed a long time ago now. But it's all good. Yeah, I saw some of your stuff like launching from the, I think it was the far west side down by the river from downtown, which is not a spot that a lot of people have taken shots from. And then I think you were up in Glenmore and stuff like that. That's all super cool. Yeah, that little DJI Mavic Mini is a cool little piece of kit. For sure. And how's the channel going? You must be doing good, because there is a lot of extreme weather, that's for sure. All right, I don't think this bike is getting me any faster, so I'm gonna switch back to the regular setup. Get back on the arrow road. Oh, So I appreciate all you guys coming in, chatting, giving the thumbs up for the video, all that kind of stuff. As I mentioned before, this is part of my contribution for the old Rapha 1 million Black Friday ride. We're collectively riding 1 million miles. Rapha will be donating, upon its completion, $150,000 to World Relief, which is a great cause. And of course that link is down below. You can read more about that. But always good to kind of get out and ride for a good cause. Like I said, race yesterday, so my leg is trash. Good quality green screen. If you could see the screen behind me, you would laugh. It is so wrinkled. It is crazy. But I've got some good light pointing at it, so I think that's my saving grace. So I'm lucky in those regards. So we've just passed the hour mark. I have now contributed 27 kilometers to the grand total. And yeah, I mean, we will get there for sure. Good lighting, laugh out loud. Yeah, it's I thought about switching to paper, like getting a paper green screen. That way you don't have any wrinkles and stuff like that, but this seems to work. I had it sitting around. It's not very thick, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. 41K now, bro. Yeah, yeah. That's good. That is awesome, man. Whew. Now it goes to show you that hard work pays off making those videos, dude. It's well deserved. You've been nothing short of consistent on doing your stuff. And I know you're always out there sharing your stuff as well. And like I said, I mean, I always try to go out there, you know, watch your stuff, throw up a like, all that kind of stuff, you know. It's crazy actually, because, you know, as far as Calgary creators go that are still kind of creating that I know, you're one of the very few. Lots of guys just not doing stuff anymore. They fall off, you know. It's like I said, that's a testament to what you do, because consistency is key, you know. And you've got that down, you know. Oh, legs are starting to feel it. But yeah, like I said, you definitely, you know, you're definitely one of the OGs now, man. You know, I look at the community and just sort of how many people are there and who's producing stuff, and it's not a lot. Just think if one day all this padding could power your house for the day. Or pedaling, yeah. That'd be all right. I don't think that's gonna happen. There's actually a video of he's one of the track cyclists from one of the Olympic teams, and he goes on a bike and he does his effort. He's able to make toast, and the toaster generate enough power for that, but the amount of power that he goes, and I mean, track cyclists are huge, like their legs are like that. And they're, you know, he's an Olympian. Just the amount of power is insane. But yeah, I mean, it would be fantastic, you know, if you could start taking all the watts generated from things like pedaling I mean, I'm only generating, what, 110 right now. I'm not going terribly fast. You know, it would all contribute. But, you know, even better, like I know you're a big bike guy, that you bike around all the time. You know, just to have a better system and network in the city would be absolutely fantastic. You know, hey, you take a look at some of the things that are going on in the world. You look at what's happening in BC. You know, it's not good. We're just, you know, slowly kind of destroying ourselves. I mean, I know people can't get rid of their vehicles. I'm just as guilty as others. I still have, you know, a vehicle to get around, do groceries sometimes, although I do a lot more on the bike. But this year, I know I have put as many, if not more, kilometers on my bike than I did on my car. So, you know, and I'm pretty close to 10,000 kilometers for the year. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. You know, I would like to get myself maybe one of these, you know, e-bikes, and then just be a little more consistent, because you do get trashed. Like I said, I raced yesterday. I mean, granted, we're whipping around at, you know, 40 plus kilometers an hour, you know, really kind of wrecking ourselves. I mean, even here at a light, I'm going, what, between 26 and 30, you know, but having that little extra boost from an e-bike would be nice, man. Agreed, new habits, routines are needed. It's true, man, it's true. It's, I've been watching some stuff. I watched a documentary actually on, I think it was on Amazon, and it was from Calgary. I was surprised, and it talked about winter commuting and stuff. I'm not there yet. I hate the cold, but you know, it's something definitely to start considering and, you know, working into my repertoire. Like I said, for me, you know, 10K in a year, you know, I feel like it's not a huge number, but I don't think it's insignificant either. So, and then, you know, doing things like this, always good, you know. 150,000 for World Relief it's a good donation. Whew. Where are we at? We're almost at 30K. Yeah, it's all right. Like I said, it's a start. It's a start. Cheers, dude. Much love back. Whew. So you do any Black Friday shopping? I spent a grand total of 0. That's kind of the point of these rides as well. Is you know, kind of not to spend money or buy things that are not really needed just because they're on sale. Grotesquely kind of thing. I know that one of the bike packing companies that I like, Epidura, they spent the day actually out there riding bikes, cleaning up the trails, doing all that kind of stuff, which, you know, just make the planet a better place, which is amazing. You know, it's every little bit counts towards, you know, sort of a better world. Fair enough, fair enough. Like I said, I didn't spend a cent, so I'm good. You know, just more than happy to kind of jump on. Like I said, add a few K to the grand total, shoot the shit kind of thing, get ready for the weekend, you know, have some fun. Yeah, you see, I was gonna ask that. I saw that you were out in Ontario, dude. I wasn't sure if you were still here or not. And I'm trying to remember who was asking. Someone was asking, and I said, I thought you were in Ontario, but I wasn't 100% sure. It eludes me now, but you came up in a conversation. And I said, I hadn't seen you in a while. Yeah, I saw that, man. I'm sorry that, that your brother, I mean, that's always hard, you know. Never easy losing family. I've lost a brother as well. It's been a long time since he passed, but those things are not easy, man. You know, especially for your parents and stuff. You know, it'll be particularly tough on your mom, kind of thing. Well, that's good she's coming to Calgary with you, though. That's good. You're a good son, man. It's always good to take care of your folks. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I feel for you, dude. These things aren't easy, and the last couple of years have not been easy for people. And these things just kind of, you know, pile on, but yeah, it's tough. Again, sorry, dude. Yeah, happy she agreed to. Sure you are. That's awesome, man. That's nice. It's nice to have. Ontario's a long way away, man. Like, it's tough to have family that are far, far away. So it's good to hear that your mom's moving out. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, 31K. Yeah, like I said, it's things like that are particularly hard, I would say, especially on your parents. Nobody ever wants to see that kind of thing. I bet you are stoked. And April's away is away. I guess, whereabouts in Ontario you at, dude? Brantford. That's, 100%. I have never, the furthest east I've been out so far is Saskatchewan. That's the furthest east I have traveled in this country. And I moved to Canada like over 35 years ago, so I've been here a long time. But never made my way out east, and I should. Especially since, you know, can't really travel outside the country these days anyways, man. Hour south of Toronto. Nice. So, a lot milder weather than here. And mind you, here, it's been crazy. Like, you know, I don't think I've ever not seen snow not be here at this time of year. It's a bit weird, you know. But you'll be all over that, you know. That's your thing, man. Air here sucks. Is it a pretty big city, Brantford? Like, is it, or is it kind of like Vancouver? I lived in Vancouver for a while, in my early 20s kind of thing, and it was just kind of like different cities, but they all just sort of blend into one. Right, I've been following. Yeah, it's weather's here are weird, man. I don't get it. It makes me wonder if we're gonna get like some perishing, brutal winter cold as payback, or if it's, you know, just gonna be like seasonally mild all the way through. You know. Is that the new trend? Like, I mean, this summer, 33 degrees, like for weeks on end, it's a bit much. A lot of allergies, small city, 100K. That's still a good sized city, 100K, you know. And especially being an hour south of Toronto, I mean, if you crave big city life, it's there to have, I guess. Mini ice age coming. I hope not. I'm still, like I said, you know, when I first moved here from the UK, it was what, 15 years old, and ended up moving to Fort McMurray, and I was not expecting, when they said minus 40, so we arrived in the winter, I was not expecting. I thought it was a joke. I thought they were joking about stuff. They weren't. and I tell you, for somebody that grew up in the UK, minus 40 is not cool, man. Not cool in the slightest. You are not ready for that. And even though, like I said, you know, I can handle it now, I just still don't like it, I think. Yeah. The seasons definitely have changed. You know, like I said, you know, I remember, you know, 15 years old, you know, my driveway had snow piled, you know, maybe 6 feet high on either side by Christmas. It was crazy. -3 here now. Yeah. Like I said, we've had crazy, I mean, obviously, with the warm temperatures here come the Chinook winds, and it's been crazy warm. I'm not complaining, because like I said, I'm not a fan of the cold, but you know, it's not normal and it's going to cause problems. It's kind of thing. Yeah, the months that they exist in, absolutely. Like I said, I could deal with a short winter, like, you know, December, January, February, it'd be the cold months, I'd be fine with that, you know. Get back to sort of, you know, March, April, spring stuff would be awesome. It'd be a good time. What did we do? 1509. I'm actually going faster than I normally do. I've been using this for recovery rides. Like I said, you know, legs are toast, so just kind of keeping my head down and putting in the miles. And my ETA, what, 16:15? What are we at? Hour 18. Just gonna keep on plugging along. A little bit of adjustment on my seat. So my ass falls asleep. You know, it's faster than my last lap. Like I said, I'm not trying to. Oh no, it's slower. Previous was 15:09. What the heck? Maybe I was faster on that TT bike than I thought. Let's go do cruise style. Like I said, man, I am completely trashed. I'm kind of waiting for this guys that passed me on the left here to catch up, so I could just kind of sit nicely in their draft, do a little less work, go a little bit faster kind of deal. Yeah, I would have never planned to race and then do this. All right, that's one bottle down. New bottle. I tell you though, riding with a heart rate around 115 beats per minute is a lot better than the 160, 170 we were doing yesterday. That's for sure. I invited some from my stream over. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Why, you got a stream going right now? All right. Just gonna sit on this guy's tail for a bit. Oh no, every time I do that, these guys slow down. I want somebody to pull me for a little bit. Hey, Blenduboo. Appreciate you dropping in. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. As I was telling Mike, we're just doing our little contribution here to the Rapha Black Friday ride. Collectively, Rapha riders will be riding 1 million kilometers, and Rapha will be donating $150,000 to World Bicycle Relief, which is a good cause. Linked and stuff. Appreciate the sub. There should be a pop-up. I hope there's a pop-up. Normally when you subscribe, there is a little thing that'll pop up on stream. We'll see if that happens. It also pops up anytime that anybody does a super chat and stuff like that. Getting bikes to kids. Exactly, man. It's a great cause. You know, there's a lot of great bike initiatives going on. Mainly because it's sustainable. You know, environmentally friendly, impactful, can change somebody's life, make things accessible. Hey Kent, thanks for popping in. This is great indeed. Never saw this before. Yeah, this is just Zwift. Virtual cycling worlds. Generally I race on the platform. Race yesterday, that's why I apologize. I'm going a little slow today because my legs are trashed from the race yesterday. So appreciate that, Kent. Yeah, Mike is a good guy. Thank you, Mike, for or Morning Dew for sending all these fine people to the stream. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, that's one thing I wish that YouTube had is that Twitch has is that raid feature. You know, it makes it a lot easier to do things like that and, you know, share the love. So hopefully you guys are all doing good, having a fantastic Friday. Sorry if I'm breathing a little heavy, but obviously we're doing a little bit of work here on the bike, so when I'm racing I can't usually chat at all because it's just power. I'm wearing prepared. You got it. How are you finding TikTok? I'm just curious how you're finding that platform. I know you were going hard on there for a while with the short videos. $3,300 followers. That's awesome, man. It's Saturday here already. Thanks for sharing this. Oh, wow. So what part of the world are you from, BU? You got to be either Europe or Southeast Asia, somewhere along those lines. Lots of views and great direct link to YouTube. That makes sense, man. I mean, TikTok is a very consumable platform. I mean, I know YouTube's doing it here with the shorts. Oh, Australia. Nice. Nice. So you guys are heading into winter, which is not, or no, summer. You guys are heading to summer. You got the opposite seasons. Yeah, I have friends that are skiers and cyclists that would, that are pro, that would kind of flip-flop depending on what their sport is, so they had year-round. I'll laugh out loud, I'm wrong, sorry. From Ohio, Botswana. Oh wow, dude. And from Ohio, that's quite the move, man. That is quite the move. So what gets somebody to move from Ohio to Botswana? That's very interesting. Ooh. That's a huge difference. Oh, just a bit there. So how are things going in Botswana? Funny, my legs are, like I said, they've been toast for a bit. I've only done 40K. Feels much further. Born and raised in Ohio, 30 years. Arizona, 7 years. Then Botswana, 4 years. Love it here. came for the lifestyle change. That's crazy, man. And Ken's from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have been to Salt Lake. I used to go through there all the time, actually. I would, in October, typically, to get a little bit more of a riding season and do the old Red Bull Rampage years and years ago, kind of the original ones out in Virgin in Utah. And we'd head down there, so we get an extra month of riding in, just because, you know, it's pretty, in Canadian standards, it's pretty nice down there in October, man. Beautiful weather. So we'd camp in the desert, ride all day. We'd be there for a month, film and stuff. So super cool. Utah is beautiful. How's the drought? Oh, I didn't know you guys were having a drought down there. And me myself, I'm from the same place that Dew's from. So I know Dew's out in Ontario right now, but I know Dew from Calgary. We'll see him all the time when he was hanging out here. And I know he's, like he mentioned, he's coming back eventually, so that'll be cool. He's kind of one of the OG YouTubers from out here that's still going, as we were discussing earlier. And he's been one of the very few kind of consistent Calgary YouTubers for a long, long time. Ohio winter was brutal. Lake effect snow from Lake Erie. Yeah. Here it gets cold, but we get the plus of the Chinook. So a lot of times we'll get brutal cold, but then we'll, you know, get some reprieve with the Chinooks. You know, it can be a 20-degree, 30-degree swing, which is not really good for you, you know, body-wise, but I tell you, if you've been hanging around in minus 20 degrees Celsius and it gets to plus 10, it's a pretty nice day. You're pretty happy. Keeping positive thoughts and prayers with you all. With the drought, it's that bad, eh? Oh man, that's not good. I'm gonna have to, after this stream, take a look and see what's going on down there. We've got the floods here in British Columbia, which has sort of been dominating us news-wise. It's just, you know, I guess extreme weather all around. I mean, that's, you know, that's the whole morning dew thing. I was born and raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but came out to Utah to go to BYU, Brigham Young. Great football team in the early, in the 80s there. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Used to quarterback there at BYU back then. But good football school back then. Met my wife senior year. Congratulations, and stayed here. It's awesome. Awesome to hear. Whew. Didn't Jim McMahon, who played for the Bears, wasn't he from BYU? Or am I mistaken? We had several go to the pros. Steve Young, thank you. There we go. Yeah, Young went to, what, the 49ers and played there, so that's cool. Yeah, it's a good football pedigree out of there. That's for sure. And McMahon did play for BYU as well. There you go. Some some football facts for me. There you go. And that concludes the football portion of this stream. Awesome. Whew. Ranked number 13 in the country this year. Awesome. It's awesome. I haven't followed much college ball in the last long while. BU, I'm from Cleveland Browns. Married my husband who's from Pittsburgh. We have a dysfunctional marriage. What are you saying, the Steeler fans and Brown fans don't get along? I guess that's only Sundays then that you don't get along. That's all right. The Browns haven't had much to cheer for a long time. I'm trying to remember the owner's name for the Browns. Not a big fan of him because he went and he brought a premier team in the UK, originally from the UK. I lived in Birmingham, and the team there, two teams there are Birmingham City and Aston Villa. I'm a Villa fan, and he ran Villa into the ground until he sold them, and then they got bought by a gentleman who's a millionaire from China, and they have since resurfaced as a good team, which is unfortunate because, like a lot of sports, you need money pumped into your team, and I think that's kind of what happened to the Browns in a lot of ways. Was they kind of got left to dry. Browns left in the 90s, yeah. Whew. Now, hour 36, 42K. Not a great pace, but not bad, all things considered, with my legs. Whew. If you could explain, please, you're on a special bike. I've never seen this before. Okay, so I am on my road bike. So, same bike that I would use for riding outside, I am on that. It is attached to a Wahoo kicker, which is an indoor trainer. So basically you take off the rear wheel and you throw your bike on there. So you've got the same gearing, same shifting, same bike, all that kind of stuff. No, it's totally understandable. And then basically what we're doing is riding in a virtual world called Zwift. So up in the top left-hand corner of the screen there, you'll see that's my wattage output on the bike, as well as my heart rate and my RPM. So how many revolutions per minute I'm doing with the pedals. And then of course we've got speed, distance covered, all that kind of stuff. So it's fairly equivalent to riding outside. It's probably, the miles are a little more harder because you can't really freewheel. So a lot of times I would just stop pedaling outside, coast for a bit, you're still moving forward. Here it just slows me right down. So it's like a consistent kind of thing. Like I said, we're going a bit slow. I'm only going to like 20 odd kilometers an hour at the moment, which is not fast. You can't run into anybody on the map. There's no collision tactics. Even on the races, because there is racing leagues in this, even with racing, you can't collide. Most people don't have the ability to steer anyways. I do have the steerzo attached, so I can technically steer if I want to. It just takes more concentration. But I currently have that turned off. Today is just an exercise and, like I said, putting in a few kilometers. You know, a couple hours on the bike, making my contribution to the Rapha team, 1 million kilometers for today. So, and like I said, it wasn't scheduled very well for me because yesterday I raced, and normally I would do nothing but, you know, kind of stretch, recover, maybe pedal for half an hour, you know, loosen up the legs, and that's kind of it. But yet here I am, you know, 44 kilometers in. What influenced me to start this? Really, it's just, I mean, I've been cycling my whole life. I used to do downhill free ride, mountain biking. I had a bad accident 7 years ago. Fell 75 feet down a cliff, had to get airlifted out. They thought I was dead, which I wasn't, obviously. They thought I had broken my back, which I hadn't. The rock that pierced my back was about an inch away from my spine. So I did a lot of soft tissue damage, really messed up my hip, which I had surgery for 2 years ago. And now I'm just in the process of sort of rebuilding. The jersey that you see my virtual character here is the team that I ride for, Dirt. So we ride in what's called the Zwift Racing League. There are 8 guys on the team. We're a smaller team from the larger team, and yeah, that's kind of it. Sorry to hear, glad you survived. I'm glad I survived too. It's very surreal. I will say this about it, like when I went off the edge, I could see all the way down. It was a 150-foot drop. I actually smashed into a tree 75 feet down that hung me up, which is good because, you know, that's a long way to drop, even 75 feet. But when I was going over the edge, I kind of actually thought that that was the end of things. You know, I sort of went over the edge and I was looking, and I pitched the bike just to kind of get it away, because when you crash a bike, you know, it's one of the things that can really hurt you. Tossed the bike, and as I fell, I was just kind of like, yeah, well, this is where I die. You know, weirdly enough, wasn't really panicked by it, just kind of accepted it. My head hit first, hit a rock on the side, and I don't remember much after that. And then I woke up, like I said, with back pain because the rock had pierced my back. Hung up in this tree, had a cut above my eye where a branch had like crashed through my goggles, and I was looking at the other mountain, and I wasn't dead. So yeah, it was just kind of a very interesting experience, I guess you could put it. So like I said, I've been rehabbing. I had my surgery just over 2 years ago to fix my hip to the point where I could, you know, walk without pain, I guess. And I got back on the bike, and I joined Dirt, I guess, about a year ago, and started racing TTT with them, and then started doing ZRL. And yeah, I mean, it's just me back on the bike and back hanging out with the guys that I used to hang out with and ride bikes with and doing all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's my weird little bike story, I guess. Have I ever done Tour Utah? No. But that'd be amazing. Like I said, you know, Utah, I love Utah. Great to ride. I was there for the first 3 Red Bull Rampage events. A guy by the name of Josh Bender who lives in Utah, kind of with Red Bull and stuff, started the free ride kind of thing. We did that. We go hang out in Utah for a month, typically go down there in October, do that, ride the event, and then, you know, we kind of line that up with Interbike in Las Vegas. So then we'd head down to Vegas, come back. Just kind of extended our riding series because, you know, here it gets really cold this time of year and snowy, so it's not exactly what I would call prime riding conditions. Hence also why I'm on the trainers, just to kind of keep what fitness gains I make during the season, you know, kind of going, so you're not starting fresh from the beginning kind of thing. So and it's an excuse to get on YouTube and chit chat every once in a while and stream the races and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I mean, Tour Utah, I assume that's a road race would be awesome. I mean, Utah's got some amazing just riding period, you know, like Moab, and like I said, Virgin is with that red dusty stuff is amazing. The canyons, the roads, all of it are super nice, you know, and it's you know, all I've ever experienced, you know, is nice stuff. And you know, another kind of crazy story. I was down there with my friend Tedman, and we were riding in October. He had a bad crash, and he ended up smashing his stomach on his bars of his bike. And we got back to where we were staying, and he wasn't doing so well. I said we should go to the hospital, check things out. He wasn't feeling great. He started throwing up, and so we decided to take him. We didn't want to go. We just wanted to kind of rest it off. We figured it'd be a good idea to go. So we went to Hurricane, I think it was called. We went to, there was a little medical center there. They actually refused to take us, and they sent us to St. George. So we went there, and what had happened is Tedman had punctured his small bowel, and had we not gone him to St. George, and had they not performed the surgery that they did on his small bowel, was he would have actually gone septic and died, had we just, you know, decided to stay in where we were staying and do that kind of thing. But the medical staff at St. George's Hospital were absolutely phenomenal. They treated us amazing. You know, I was sleeping in the back of a truck for a while, and you know, they were very gracious with their hospitality and taking care of us, you know, and making sure that, you know, a couple of guys from Canada that were down there riding were well taken care of and stuff. So that was kind of thing. One of the premier races in the country. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's my craziest Utah story. The other crazy one, I guess, is that you know, Canadians love their beer, and we were down there, and another year with my friend Chimo and a few other guys, and Chimo likes the beer, but he was very disappointed in the alcohol content of beer that we bought in Utah at the Costco, because it's, I guess, not very alcohol-y. So that's my other big Utah thing. And at the time, we didn't actually have Costco's up here, so Costco was amazing. It was an amazing thing. And I think he bought a flat of beer at the Costco. Even with Costco's here now, we have them all over the place. At that time, they never had alcohol, but the hot dogs, we were like all about the hot dogs at Costco. It was like the best thing we had discovered, you know, next to Jack in the Box. I mean, it sounds absolutely pathetic talking about it now, but you know, it was, you know, a big deal. And when you cycle, I mean, when I was younger, I was a lot thinner, a lot better shape than I am now. When you cycle, you know, hundreds and hundreds of kilometers at a time, your appetite is something else. So going to a Costco, pulling in there in bikes, and then eating, you know, like half a dozen hot dogs is like the best thing in the world. And you know, they probably could have been the shittiest hot dogs in the world, but I'm telling you, anytime you cycle, man, whatever food, mid-ride, or when you're, you know, depleted all your energy stores, whatever you eat tastes so good. Like to this date, and I've had Costco hot dogs since, and they're not that fantastic. Those will still go down in history as the best hot dogs ever. You know, good times in Utah. Whew. All right, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. Not bad. Now we're gonna at least hit 50K here. See, all this talk of food has now made me hungry. Well, it's I'm glad you like the stories. That's the thing, man. You just got to go out and live your life, you know. Everybody's got a great story. You know, before the pandemic here, I was just starting a new podcast, and it was actually called One Killer Story. I work in the music industry. I would have musicians on, but you know, I honestly believe that everybody has one killer story that they have. You know, there's one thing in your life, that story that you know, you can tell people, and they're just like, whoa, because that's what life is, man. And some people will have more than one, but everybody definitely has that one killer story. Nice meeting everybody. Signing off for the day. Stay well. Hope your charity meets the goal. Thank you, BU. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming in and chit-chatting, keeping my mind off my legs, all that kind of good stuff. You have yourself a great Saturday, and we hopefully catch you again sometime. Cheers. And we're definitely going to hit 50K for sure here, which is good. Whew. And that drink is terrible. I'm drinking Vega Sport electrolytes, and they taste terrible. But you gotta keep hydrated. Yeah, it's not good tasting stuff at all. But like I said, I mean, especially indoors, because there's not the great airflow, you gotta keep things going, otherwise you're gonna cramp huge. Oh. And this is one, like I said, you know, it's cold outside here, but it still gets like brutally hot here in the cave. Never do this in the summer. But at least it's lemon lime. It kind of tastes, I don't know, not like lemon lime, but it's not good. It's not the most offensive electrolyte drink I've ever drank in my life. There are some that are Just absolutely terrible. No matter what the flavor says, it tastes nothing like it. All right, we're past that 50K mark. Oh, Mike didn't mention it. It's JD. Everybody just calls me JD. Yeah, Mike's a good guy. He's, like I said, he's one of the OG YouTubers, part of the community here. Long time. We've known each other for years. He's, you know, kind of in the same circles. He does music. Like I said, I'm a music photographer, so I photograph a lot of bands when concerts are going on. I photographed everybody from, you know, Red Hot Chili Peppers to Tool to you name it. I've photographed them. You know, or Canadian powerhouses like Rush and the Tragically Hip have all kind of done, but you know, because of the pandemic, not a lot of work going around these days, and especially no touring, so it's been a little bit slow on that end of things. All right, I think I'm gonna pull the pin here at the 2-hour mark. Hopefully my 51K-ish will help a bit. Like I said, not terribly fast today, but you know, every little bit towards the goal is what matters. Like I said, if you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, this is the Rapha Black Friday ride. Collectively, we're riding 1,000,000 kilometers for World Bike Relief. Rapha is going to donate $150,000 on behalf of all the cyclists. World Bike Relief Fund. The link for that fund is down below. A little bit more information on Rapha and all that kind of stuff. Now, it was nice to meet you as well, Kent. I do appreciate all the chit chat. Like I said, you know, keeps my mind off. In particular, my legs, and you know, on the static trainer, definitely my butt as well. It's never fun to sit on this thing for too long, but I appreciate it. It's all you guys made this ride that much more enjoyable and easier. Like I said, you know, just keeps me talking, you know. You know, obviously I'm riding at a pace where I can talk. You know, my heart rate got, you know, up into the 160s or 170s kind of race speed. There would be no talking, just grimace. All right, we're definitely gonna hit 52K. We got a minute 45 before I'm gonna call it quits. Just gonna pick up the pace slightly. Not too much. Enough to just get that little bit. Oh, it absolutely helped, man. It absolutely helped. I'm planning on doing the Rapha 500 as well just after Christmas, which I will do 500K in one ride, which will take me a good chunk of time, but I will be well rested for that. And hopefully, I will have a crew here pulling me so I can ride in a big blob of people, so I don't have to work as hard to go way faster than I am now. Just about at the end lap here. 2.1K to go there. Cross through the arch. Yeah, we're still maintaining pace, which is good for what we've been doing all night. Use this power up. Oh, all right. Like I said, that's it for me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Kent, for sticking around. Thanks for Mike for bringing Kent and BU here. Thanks, BU. Great talking to you guys. Also great talking to Trevor earlier in the stream. Thank you so much. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notifications on new videos. And until next time, see ya. Cheers, guys.